hello, dear audience, dear reader, dear supporter, dear friend. I am Atina, and this is my little piece of Patreon. So this message was adapted from some writing that I did last winter because there is no need to reinvent the wheel if I've already got my message together. So this is ultimately about how stories play a part in the way that we save ourselves and each other. I'm a cultural worker, and what that means to me is that I strive to be an instrument of Black liberation. I use my gifts, poetry, singing, teaching, storytelling, to facilitate the feeling, the learning, and the healing that we need to thrive and to move collectively toward a more just and more caring community. Storytelling is a particularly important tool for those kinds of change. And if we want to change the world for the better, then we have to change those stories that hold us back. For example, let's think about a reframe of the shame stories that we cultivate around asking for help, right? So many of us socially are shamed our entire lives. We are shamed for crying. We are shamed for expressing sadness, anger, often, any emotion that communicates some kind of need for support. Any form of asking can be referred to as begging, and whether we're writing grants professionally or even just making friends and trying to connect with other humans, we have gotten this lesson that sounding too desperate is like a cardinal sin. Don't want to sound too desperate. But listen, right? So our economy and our social safety nets are literally in the trash. So without community care, we're never going to have enough time to activate these movements for social change, which we clearly desperately need. Who benefits from us being collectively ashamed and exhausted and in constant need? If we want to change the world for the better, and if we want a story that actually ends with our survival, we need to include stories of need in what we share. Period. The idea that we should be entirely self-sufficient is a trick and a lie, and we're going to stop falling for it right now, okay? Black and brown, indigenous people, disabled people, folks of marginalized genders, queer, trans people, people without financial resources, without cash money, and all of the intersections therein, right? Withholding our needs as any of those people is dangerous because it keeps us from coming together and building the safety and the community that we need to survive. Telling our stories brings us together where we can support each other. So get out of that mindset. Asking for help is not an affront to dignity. It is an investment in ourselves and in our communities. As a creative cultural worker, my job is to point out the love that we share so that we can protect it together, and to remind us what aches so that we can find the right medicine. If I'm going to do that work, if I'm going to do more than simply survive, I need help. I'm proud of what I can do when I have time and space to make art, and so honored to be given these gifts. So I started this Patreon a little more than a year ago as a way to earn more sustaining income. I'm offering weekly and monthly reflections on creativity and my creative life as a cultural worker, original artwork, videos, other varieties of various whatnots. My invitation to you is to go to the membership page and identify a subscription level that works for you. That could be $5 a month, that could be $100 a month. I've tried to create accessible options for everyone. I invite you to engage at the level that you're able to. We all have a role in justice movements. I am really, really glad to have found mine and to have opportunities to do work that I am proud of. My Patreon income helps make it possible for me to commit more time and energy and resources to what I consider to be my purpose. I'm proud of the work that I do, and I'm not ashamed to ask for your support. I really hope you will join me. This is Atina. Over and out.